Welcome to Check Your Day, the daily podcast with Renča, aka your guide through the jungle called Czech. We spend 5 minutes from Monday to Friday to get better at one topic in Czech. Ahoj! It's the right time for a special episode. That means that today we will not talk about how to buy veggies and fruit at the market. Sorry, but another episode is waiting for you tomorrow, so no worries. But today I would like to focus on one of the topics that, in my opinion, are not discussed as frequently as it should. And that's the importance of saying the words properly in Czech. Why? Because Czech is tricky, and if you don't pronounce the words as you should, you may give the expressions a totally different meaning. Let me give you an example. So let's say you want to say he gave something. So you should say on dal, or just simply dal. But instead of that, you pronounce it longer, and then you are saying a totally different thing, because dal means further. And there are tons and tons of examples like that in Czech, or skipping certain letter that shouldn't be skipped, because yes, we skip certain letters when we say words, especially in real life Czech, in the way we talk at home and with friends. But there are certain letters that shouldn't be skipped. I can give you an example from last week, and we had a great laugh during the lesson. And the thing was, one of my students wanted to say, when will the person go? And instead of saying, kdy pojede, she said, kdy pojde. And the thing is, pojít is used for, when you talk about animals when they die. So she said, when will she die? But talking about an animal, it's not used with human beings. So it was hilarious in that context. I explained it to her, and of course I added my own my amazing story in Spanish, because it's fair to share. So we kept laughing. It was awesome. We had so much fun, and I bet my student will never forget this. So by showing you these examples, I would like to highlight how important it is to say the words properly. And it's a good investment on your side to spend extra time to say the words as you should. Okay? I know that there are some people for whom it may be really challenging. I also have students in my individual courses as well who, for whom it's really challenging. The thing is, if you are patient and you practice regularly, your pronunciation skyrockets. The improvement is incredible. It's just about being patient, pushing yourself, not to the degree when you repel it, because that's not what you want, but with patience, with kindness, and you will see it will definitely improve. And the feeling when all of a sudden you can see, you can hear the difference. The thing is, some people don't hear when they, like inside their head, they're saying the words correctly, but the sounds that come out of their mouths are different. Training this so that it's in alignment, it's huge. And it will definitely help you, because for some people, for some foreigners, this is a deal breaker. They're able to understand so many things, but because of their pronunciation, it's a real struggle for them to communicate with Czech people, because the sounds, the way they say things, it's really hard for Czech people to decode. Sometimes it happens to me at the beginning stages when we start working on the pronunciation. I sometimes have to ask 2 or 3 times, because it's hard for me to guess what it may be. But over time, incomparable. So what you can do, if you don't have a tutor who can correct you, and the thing is, the correction has to be done in a specific way so that it doesn't discourage you, it should motivate you. And it's not easy to find a tutor who can do that, unfortunately. Okay, let's say that you want to do that at home, without a tutor. You can use my recordings from the podcast. There is a method called shadowing. So that means that you say the same words as I do, like with 1 second pause in between. And you try to say, like, with the same intonation, with the same pronunciation. To be able to do that, first you should practice saying the words. For people who struggle with this, we start with syllables, like we divide the words into sections. And first they learn, each bit. And then we continue like 2 sections together, 3 sections together, and then over time they're able to say the word even fast. But there is important to spend this extra time on like the muscles to get used to the movement. I don't know how to explain it otherwise, and also for the brain, to catch up, like all of this together. It's really challenging for some people, so take your time, be patient with yourself. And as I mentioned, sometimes people think in their brains they said it correctly, but that was not the case. So I highly recommend you to also record yourself and re-listen, whether really you said the expressions, whether you sounded the way I did, or at least as close as possible to the original. That's also one of the reasons you frequently find in my podcast the slow version as well as the normal speed, and sometimes even fast one. Because when you have everything in a slow mode, we pronounce it in a little bit different way than when we say it in a fast mode. Because when you speak fast, even in English, you skip pronouncing certain sounds, and the same happens in Czech. So that's it. If you don't feel confident enough, take the handouts from the episodes or go to my website czech-me.com and check the articles, because there are all the sentences with English translation play the episode, stop it after each sentence, and then divide it into parts and try to say it repeatedly. And if you dedicate, let's say, 5 minutes every day to working on your pronunciation, you will see that in a month, in 2 months, you will see such a huge progress. Definitely, because I can see it with my students. It's the same like when you go to the gym and step by step you start building your muscles. It's the same thing. So the only thing it requires is patience, dedication, and like do it regularly. So fingers crossed. Let me know if you like the slow mode, fast, or normal speed in the episodes, and what topic you would be interested in, because almost half of season 2 is over. So let's see what will be in the second half. You can participate. Take advantage and see you tomorrow. Ahoy!